Hello, everyone, and welcome in. Today is Wednesday, August 30th, and I'll be doing your daily card pull to see what all energies and messages are coming in from God, the divine spirit, for you. And as a reminder, so tonight is our blue moon, it's our super moon. So normally our full moons have that energy of completing cycles, and this one is actually going to be some major changes coming in for you. So there's been a lot of really heavy emotional energy going on with so many planets in retrograde. And, if you take a look in the next day or so, there's going to be more videos posting on the channel about individual sign reads for the first half of September. So you can hear more about some of these retrogrades. But there's going to be some big shifts. Hopefully we'll see some lightening of the energetic load as this full moon passes. But before we jump into the reading, we'll do just a couple of cards. We'll pull a couple cards to get the overall energy of the whole collective and then dive in on the individual signs. So we have the Ten of Wands coming up first. And so that's a card about kind of being overburdened and struggling. We have our Five of Wands, which has to do with kind of some like anger and conflict. And let's see. And then Three of Pentacles. And that's like some collaboration and teamwork. So with this, you can see in this one, the Ten of Wands, she's just got too much, overburdened, too many things going on that's creating some conflict. And then this is that collaboration, so this is kind of that energy of like recognizing that, hey, there's this big imbalance. There's this, sense of being like, hey, I'm about to hit burnout. Let's collaborate and figure out how to move past that. So I like it that this card came up last, the Three of Pentacles, about collaboration there, because that suggests that you're finding a good way to navigate through that situation with the Ten of Wands, Five of Wands. So let's start with our air signs. This is our Gemini, sorry, all of a sudden I blanked out. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So your energy for today is the Fool. So this is that taking a leap of faith and starting something new. And let's take a look at your Soul Journey card for a little bit more clarification there. Adversity. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. And this was something I was thinking about it even when I was driving earlier, that, there is that sense of, okay, with all these challenges, what is it that I'm learning? And starting to view the challenges as a way to measure your growth and push you to grow more. The idea that your lessons aren't linear, like regardless of what sort of a path you're on, if it's, a soul ascension path, if you're on, a twin flame journey, awakening journey, whatever you want to call it, your lessons, when you put them, if you did like a scatter plot, they're not all going exactly in a straight lines, like some are here, some are here, some are here, some are here. The idea is that they're going to trend up over time, like you're ascending, you're growing. But some of the adversity or some of the challenges you face, that's a way of saying, okay, you've stepped up your game. Have you fully learned that lesson? And you're not going to learn it within, one or two trials. I mean, just like with anything, it takes lots and lots of practice. So the adversity is to show you that, yes, you still have a ways to go, but you're getting there. The jumper card was Your Soul Shines. And I'll pull another one since that one was a jumper card. Let's see what that card is. Stop, drop, and ground. So, if you're feeling like you have all of this adversity and, oh my gosh, I'm being crushed by the weight of whatever, make sure that you're grounding yourself. Go for those walks in nature. Work on your meditation and being able to quiet your mind and take that step back. And that will hopefully help. And your romance card, let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. So some of it could be, you know, that you're trying to control, you know, whatever your romantic partnership, and, you know, but if they would just do this, then this, you know, and some of it is a matter of having that faith in the divine, having that trust that things are going in the right direction. You know, things are working for your ultimate good, and just being able to kind of surrender to that. And that could be some of this adversity and this Fool card of taking that leap of faith to say, you know what, in the past I've tried too hard to, you know, direct this outcome or do this, and my challenge, my adversity is to let go and trust that it's doing what it's supposed to be doing. So that was the message for our air signs. Let's move into our fire signs and see what's coming up for you. The Wheel of Fortune. So this is that card. It's like what's happening is destined and fated. So, you know, you don't push the Wheel of Fortune off track. Like, it's going to go the direction it's going to go. So trust that things are happening for your best good. And again, even kind of like the, you know, this card for our air signs of letting go of control is kind of surrendering to the universe to say, okay, destiny, like this is destined and fated. I'm going to let it unfold the way it's supposed to unfold. And I'm not going to try to stop it, change it, control it. Let's see if we can get some more context for that. Loneliness. I know that I am never alone. So some of it could be, you know, I would say this comes out, it feels like it's a relationship situation. You know, when you look at Diana in that blue and then those people in that blue, it feels like this is a relationship situation of, you know, with that loneliness card coming up, don't let your fear of loneliness keep you in a relationship you're not supposed to be in. You know, that there's a destined and fated change that's coming up. Know that you're never alone. You know, all of these people, they're all standing there on the earth and they're all reaching out. They're all connected together. So you're not alone. Don't let your fear of being alone keep you somewhere where you're not supposed to be, because like we've talked about before, if there's certain lessons you're supposed to learn, trying to sidestep them doesn't mean that the lesson goes away. It means it's going to come back with stronger impact or consequences later. So the jumper card that you had was the Sacred Flow of Yes. And so I'll pull out a card as well. Prosperity sisters are happiness and joy. So if you're in a situation where you're not feeling happy and joyful, you're not going to be prosperous. So whether that's at a job that you don't really like, you're not really going to prosper there because you don't really like it. It's not making you happy. It's not bringing you joy. If you're in a relationship where you're not feeling happy, you're not going to prosper there. So with this Sacred Flow of Yes, it's allowing the universe to bring in certain things or allowing the universe to take away certain things. So if we're looking at this Wheel of Fortune, you know, and look at the color of that ribbon that's running through it. Allow destiny to play out the way it's supposed to play out, and trust that if the universe is bringing you something, say yes to it. If the universe is trying to take something out of your life, let it. All right, your romance card is children. Your love life is being affected by children. So take that however that resonates with you. If it is a situation where there's a relationship that's ending, maybe there's kids involved, and that's what's keeping you there. So take it how it resonates with you. And that was for our fire signs. Let's take a look at our earth signs. So that's our Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. What is coming in? The Tower. So, and remember, the Tower is that big dramatic moment that's going to change some of the, I guess, fundamental pieces or stability or structure within your life. So that's coming. you maybe have a feeling what that tower moment is. And again, like we've talked about with some of these, with some of the other readings, like with the fire signs and the Wheel of Fortune, and if certain things are destined and fated, trying to change destiny or trying to change the fate of things isn't actually going to change it. It's just going to make it, if you kick it down the road a little bit, it's just going to make it play out differently. And usually the differently is not necessarily better. So with, that sacred flow of yes that came in for the fire signs of, if something's happening, let it happen. That's kind of the feeling too with the tower. If there's a tower moment coming, stop trying to fight it, let it happen, and then go on to build and move forward from there. So the card that came up for the soul journey card was trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. So again, sometimes, our fears and uncertainties and doubts, they're going to yell loudly at you. So if it's a situation with the tower and you're fighting back against it, there's a voice in your head, no, that, we can't change this. We can't change this. Don't let this happen. And it's probably more of an issue of, fear of what does that look like on the other side of that? I don't know. So I don't want to, the whole idea of better the devil, but trust that your inner voice, if it feels right in here, even if it's just a quiet voice that's like, yeah, I really need to do this, or yeah, I really need to let this happen, or yeah, this is really the way things are supposed to be. Trust it. All right, so your two jumper cards. You are living poetry and in balance. And so I'll pull one too, since those two jumped out. I thought it was just one jumper usually. If it's more than one, I'll put it back in. Befriend the word polarize. So with that, that's the idea of when we talk about befriend the word polarize, is letting things have ups and downs. Like things can be on different ends of the spectrum. There's a great video by Matt Kahn, and it's talking about whatever feeling arises, like love that person more. Like whatever feeling arises within you, love yourself more. Like the idea that you're supposed to aspire to be one way all the time is not true. Like, there's a time to be angry there, and when that anger comes up, love yourself more. So trying to aspire to be in one constant state of mind the whole time can be very frustrating, because then you have all this judgment of, oh, well, I should have been more loving. I should have been more understanding. So allow yourself to fluctuate and move with the situation. All right. And your romance card, engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So however that manifests, or however that resonates with you, if you're in a situation that's moving forward, or, if that tower moment for you is related to a relationship, know that, like with this, that the whole thing of your love life is ascending to a higher level is, maybe the relationship that you're in right now isn't giving you the type of commitment, stability, whatever that you're looking for, and know that that is on the horizons for you, even if it's not with this partner, like if your tower was related to your current romantic partner. All right, last one is our water sign. So that's our Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You have the Emperor energy. So that is that kind of assertive, push these out of the way a little. That's that kind of assertive leadership type of energy, taking control of the situation. And let's see what soul journey card comes out for you. Freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. So this is definitely that energy of, I'm in control of my life. I'm going to make the decisions that I need to, that serve my highest good. So that's freedom card. And let's see what Sacred Creator card comes up for you. Cozy up with risk. Oh, I don't know if you can actually see that. So some of the times saying that I have the freedom to choose and I'm going to be that leader, there is some risk with that. If you're always playing it safe, you're not going to get the same type of rewards. You know, and some of the times when you talk to people that are at the end of their life and they're looking back on it, some of the things that they, you know, would say they regret the most is not taking the risk to do this, not being brave enough or strong enough or whatever to choose this path or to try this. You know, it's not like you get bonus points at the end of your life of, oh, well, you limited your failures to, you know, this many. So, you know, you try something and it doesn't work. Okay. You learn something and you kind of have some interesting stories, interesting things to look back on of, oh my gosh, I tried that and oh, that was crazy. And maybe that's part of it, is then you can share that knowledge with somebody else. So, you know, innovation and things like that, you know, they don't come from playing it safe all the time. But even if it's not like something big, dramatic that's going to impact society as it develops over the next, you know, 1,000 years, even within your own life, saying, yeah, that was really brave. I can't believe that I did this. You know, it gives you that sense of pride and, you know, confidence that I did something. I did something that it was brave, it was risky, it was crazy, but I did it. And your romance card, codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. So whether that's codependency, like with another person, or if it's talking about addictions, like you're addicted to substances, behaviors, activities, you know, and if you put that with the risk card, maybe you're addicted to playing it safe. And no, I cannot break out. I cannot do anything that's, you know, outside of this little box of riskiness. So look and see where in your life you are keeping yourself from fully being on your path, whether, like I said, whether it's a codependency with another person, whether it's substances, whether it's behaviors like shopping, gambling, you know, working out, whatever, you know, whatever it is, looking at those and seeing, how is this benefiting me, or is this a way of, you know, keeping me from living my fullest life? So I hope today's message has been helpful for you. And as always, take only what resonates and leave the rest behind. I do have some new videos that have recently posted and new ones that are coming out. So if you want to be alerted as to when those are posting, make sure to hit the subscribe and notifications. Otherwise, I wish you peace and joy along your journey, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.